Well, greetings, hello, and welcome back. Episode number 45 coming at you. I'm Imperial Jedi, and I just realized last episode we did not do a cinematic. We didn't see the lights go down, sun go out. Beautiful city at night. Yeah, quite the view. Quite a outstanding place, to be honest with you here. And I just cannot get over how outstanding the airport looks. Also, just a little bit of an asterisk. Do you ever feel like you're playing like a different game sometimes? You know, I've done an airport, right? I've used a few mods here and there even, but like, is this the same game? Is this like Airport CEO? Copy pasted? Man, I could honestly stare at this for hours, let alone everything else in the city. Yeah, what a great job. So we kind of hinted last episode that we were going to be doing a little bit of work over here, and I feel like we're kind of like in a shadow of how amazing this project is, but all of our contributions together, right? But one day, you know, honestly, this makes me want to be a better YouTuber and just better Skylines player, man. Imperator's like very, very talented. Same with the guys in this series, eh? Little old me. I'm not too bad, but you know, I think we got a ways to go here. We're having fun though. I think it's kind of the most important thing, right? All right. So before I get lost in this, let's take another couple of views from the overhead here. We are going to be doing some work on the port area. We're going to want to bring in some cargo, and I was thinking in the surrounding area we could probably set up another forestry district. So we'll bring in some logs, and we're going to plop down some factories over here. One specialized factory zone, and then I want to go back into the Industries DLC and start bringing in some of the bigger size unique factories. And then we'll have all the freight and shipping to go with it. We're going to put down another cargo rail over here, because even though we have the connection going into the airport, there's actually not a lot of cargo interacting with it. I was on pause there, sorry. Yeah, so even if you look, right, there's not really a lot of trains just kind of cruising. So I think it's kind of a shame we don't have this bridge rolling with the thunder of the rails, right? So let's go ahead and rectify that. And we'll bring the lights up here. I'm sure I'll just turn the day-night cycle right off. There, even easier. And then I think, yeah, first things first, let's do a little bit of landscaping, maybe terraforming landscaping, whatever word we want to use here. And I just want to maybe piece out a bit more of what could be a smart key wall design here. Looks very sharp when we use those. And I think it kind of matches what we have on the other side as well. Yeah, presumably there should be enough room along one of these, either on the inside or on the side. And we should be able to snap a harbor piece onto this. And I don't think I'm going to use the harbor that has the rails. I think we're close enough to the rails. It'd be kind of fun to put the cargo station over there and just have some trucks kind of drive around. We might need to add one more little sneaky road in the back through here, but we'll see how that unfolds. And then just in regards to the new forestry area, I was thinking just in the valley here, a small little start to our logging camp, and then maybe a winding road through here. And then maybe we have a little bit of extraction in this spot as well. So you can kind of see that if you're driving by, which will be kind of neat. And then this will be factories and freight. And then hopefully some unique buildings in here. So mental snapshot. Here's the before and after. Click, right? Timestamp, maybe? Oh, geez. All right, jump in here. Okay, perfect. And then, yeah, key anarchy is running, so I'm able to put the keys wherever I want. Will really help me, but we are just going to kind of follow the coast here. Or not. Okay, maybe not. You know, we'll do our best. That's the motto, right? And then we got things like the Move It mod, which can help us in the end anyway. I'm gonna... Oh boy. Not like that height. Get these all matching the same height now. There we go. And then we'll just terraform the rest of the soil away. That one could be at an angle just for fun. And we'll just follow that up the coast a little bit here. And then, you know, I can also envision a small residential suburb. So I feel like if we do end up zoning a big area here of workers, it's a very long distance for them to have to travel to get over here. So we should give some people a head start. And, you know, homes would be a little bit more affordable over here too, right? So that'll kind of be a win. Okay, so just so we have some room and a little bit of symmetry. Let's do that. And then we'll just bring that in. Okay. Get all the nodes at the same height. And while we do that, just take a little swig of coffee here. So I was saying in the last episode, the new radio stations I've finally added to my roster. I'm actually really digging the Railhawk. The more I listen to it, the more I'm enjoying it. There's a few songs on it that give me like original SimCity vibes. That kind of fun jazz going on. I like it very much. All right, uniform object height, please. Are we playing games here with my heart? Oh, I just wasn't getting the node properly. There you go. Yeah, that works for me. And let's just terraform the little pockets in here. Fill these bad boys in, so we can get rid of a little of this. And yeah, I'm pretty sure there's enough room for a boat here, but worst case, we just push some of the soil back if we have to. Okay, boats. These guys here, yeah, cargo ports. Oh, great. And, you know, I was thinking of doing it on the other side of the harbor here, but these ones would just be decorational. So we might maybe just put one in to kind of make it seem like there's still some harbor action. But for us to get actual function, you can see where the line ends. So throw that there. It's a long thinking moment from my computer. Oh, that's not a bad spot there in the corner. It would be cool to get one in here too, though, right? But the overlap might be a bit of an issue. And I feel like in real life, you probably have a few, you know, port areas, right? A few cranes going over the water. And then this could be, if we wanted to get some more, like, harbor pieces, in air quotes, we could probably do another set of fishing harbor over here. Whether or not we make them active, I don't know. Let's see how the pathways come in for the boats first, but if we wanted to just get some of these in here, I wouldn't be opposed to that. But apparently the game would be. All right, buddy. Oh, there you go. That's a little bit more like it. You know, we could just use, of course, anarchy, right? Problem, I think, though, is that the road connection pieces would get in the way. Yeah, they would. Okay, where were we? Oh, yeah. Oh, seaweed farm. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter to get all of them in. It'd just be nice to get, as you can kind of see, like a couple more harbor pieces in. I might just even settle for this, and then this can be a freight warehouse. And then I was thinking, just from a logistics and driving perspective, we should be running one-ways in and out of the cargo areas themselves. I feel like I always have good results when I do that. Okay, so let's pull this back a bit here. We got a lot happening. The boogie woogie in the road. Lower that slightly too. There you are. I'm tempted to slope up to this. Or that can go straight, bring that down a little bit more. This might be two-way traffic here. Because, yeah, we'll draw the pathways, I think, a little bit later on. I'm not too stressed if we don't have those functioning. Okay, steps in the right direction. And then I could see us coming in with a two-way road and then just doing a one-way into here. And there'd have to be a way for these guys to maybe like connect to each other, and then we could snap some more pieces or do some casual zoning underneath the highway this way. Oh, put this back on. Oh, this is cool so far. I'm enjoying this. Okay, so I mentioned at the very beginning of the episode that I was very eager to see some trains roll through here. So how do we not start with a little rail corridor, right? Already got a lot of the makings of one here. Alright, so I see us maybe having one rail running with it as kind of like a let's park on this part road. which means, actually do the other side first. Which means that we need to be about here. Not a lot of distance in between. Change that. Go over to cargo. Oh yeah, perfect. And then we switched over to this set of rails right now. So let's sneak that in. And I think this is unavoidable, unfortunately, that little hole in the ground there. So we're going from like an overhead catenary to not. So losing something on the way. And then the key is to be gently merging these together right about where this kind of makes landfall. There it is. And bring this one in. And then ideally you want this to be just as long as a train. Hopefully 2 or more. And that way you can have 1 or 2 vehicles queue while we have someone inside. And they're not really blocking like the main line. It's not really an issue here though, because we've got like 2 extra set of rails, but just some food for thought. So I'm kind of close here, aren't I? Not the worst I've seen though. Okay, so trains coming in, and then nice little 45 going this way. Just starting to slope upwards. We may have to use the mod here, the intersection node controller. That's the one. I was like, one of these guys here, just to slope that. There you go. Slope that one as well. I still have the cringe memories of all those episodes ago where I was like, hey guys, here's our 12th attempt. But you know what? It's how we grow. And if I'm able to laugh about it, hopefully we all can together, right? And it takes you guys to be able to help me in this kind of stuff too, so I ain't afraid to make mistakes, yo. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so that's pretty smooth in the grand scheme. Doesn't look too bad on the old eyeballs as well. I'd almost buy that even. So yeah, just a place for trains to kind of hang out, load and offload. We could theoretically do a little bit of shunting. I think in real life maybe you'd have a couple extra switches or something, but not the worst I've seen. This can be 2-way traffic. And let's run along this. Keep that nice and open. And then I think the same idea applies here, but let's oh, that'd be so nice if we just go underneath that a bit differently. Let's go like this. Change the sharpness of that. Bring this over just to get a few extra pieces snapped in here. Do I want those to be the same curve? Visually it looks nice. I did kind of like the aggressive angle of the last one though. Okay, let's keep it with the curve because that is pretty pleasing. And this one comes in. And then we were going to use that spot up there to do a bit more industrial stuff, like a big factory or something can kind of pop up here. So a little bit of snapping off of that. I'm sure that could have been done way better, but that's all right. Just fix that. Just hide that under the old rug. Okay, cool. That's a cool toll booth right there. All right, so let's start taking a sneak peek at some of the bigger factories, and then we'll see what they need. I think some of them are already in place throughout the city. But what do we got that's open here? So household plastics. That'd be kind of cool over here. Oh, that feels like it was just scripted. Whoa, that's nice, eh? Beauty of a building. Keeping that. We can put some of the fish stuff over here, too. Processing plants and whatnot. Okay, I keep forgetting that all this is over here. I keep wanting to think this is like garbage only. Okay, a toy factory. Why don't we put that one over here on this side? Printing press, that's cool. Oh, that's a nice building. These guys could be neighbors. Hey there, neighbor. And we're going to use the power of the movement mod just to sneak a bit more room from the side of the road. Make that kind of feel like it's more centered within the block. And then, you know what, this will probably call for a wrought iron fence through here, so let's just throw that in really quickly. You know, I always talk about doing this kind of detailing, and unless I just push myself to do it, I'm never going to actually do it, so let's just jump on in here. And they do have a little bit of parking. It'd be kind of nice, though, to add a bit more. My feelings ain't hurt, though, if we forget about that, though. I notice, like, when I'm doing the editing, I'll have sometimes the episode, like, running in the background and check audio levels, and I promise all this stuff, and by the end of the episode, I just forget. Or, like, time gets away from me. I don't want to be, like, too long with these, you know? Alright. A couple nice looking trees, please. Oh, that's a nice one. And then just a couple tall pines. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And then just a few little bushes through there. That's probably one of my favorite commercials. This one in the horse simulator. Well, not a horse simulator, you know what I mean. You're like, horse sim? Stable markets. Buy low, sell hay. Yeah, my draw distance had to turn that down a little bit in case you're like, whoa. Just helps with the RAM usage. We got a lot of these custom trees right now, you know? Okay, these look good. We don't have power though, unfortunately. And I'm just gonna throw in, just to get a different feel for some of the industry, I'm actually gonna specialize this district with forestry. Yeah, let's grab that. Perfect. Okay, let's let this zone. I'm just drink a little bit more coffee here. Enjoy a slight cinematic. 1 second. Not really cinematic, is it? Okay, coffee is in, and back to the build here. Alright, I'm going to do a little bit of cheating just to get the power started. I'm going to throw one of these guys down and kind of make it seem like we're using this for a little power transfer box. I say that, and power just connected, so do we still need it? Probably not, but I'm going to put it anyway, though, because it makes me feel good. Alright, now this means that the cargo should start flowing by rails through here now that we have power. And in a nutshell, this is going to be coming from the region, and it's going to be coming from different parts of the city. So wherever we have a cargo depot down, there's a chance for trains to take the distance instead of them going in between with trucks. And holy hot dog, we have a whole bunch of problems over here. Let's fix this. Taken for granted that this area was utilitied, but some stuff has been forgotten. Okay, let's get a road to this as well. And I'm just going to stick with the one-way road. Okay, that's fine. Fine and dandy. Pretty simple, but that's a good way for us to get started here. And then what was I looking for? Pipes again. Neither of those look good. Okay. Now, over here will require some services. We're just a bit far away from mainland, of course. So, a fire station. Put that in place. I don't think these guys mind noise at all, right? So we'll put them closest to the highway. Just a small clinic. Okay, that's not too bad. And then the reason why I'm zoning in this for forestry is the buildings don't pollute, and they look really nice. Kind of a nice, like, manufacturing kind of vibe to them, instead of those big, tall smokestacks. So just mixing that up slightly here. And then here comes a train! Excellent! Oh, that's great. Okay, so let's get some more factories in here. Oh, we used all of them? Not yet. Oh my gosh, there's literally so many, eh? A food factory, that might look so cool. Oh, it's a little bit too big, though. Yeah, a little bit too big. Oh, here we go, perfect. Okay. And I might grab some more parking lots again. So I feel like these buildings here would be employing like hundreds, right? And then the fact that there's not really a giant parking lot to go along with it kind of throws me off slightly. Okay, so let's head over to the airport. Use our same old trick over here. Just grab maybe 4 of these at a time. And then just a little bit of parking throughout. Maybe that'll help. The only thing is, it's like futuristic kind of high-tech plug-in-your-car parking. So, I don't know. Still nice, though. Okay, let's fix these after. And just holding control gets you a smoother movement. And then if we make this all the same height, that should hopefully solve that little bit of the bumpy bump problem. And let's do a couple more pieces here, the same heights. Okay, that works for me. Yeah, from a distance, it's fine for the parking. I like having the open spot. Oh, cool, boat came in. All right, so boats and trains are rolling. We do have quite a few factory pieces down. I'm gonna go a bit overboard, I'm sure, but maybe one more in here. Sneaker factory. And I don't remember off the top of my head if we have all of these components going or not. My heart tells me yes, though. We've done some good work here. Oh, shipyard, perfect. Perfect for over here. Oh, that's great. Maybe the shipyard in this part. No, it does want to go in one of these spots, doesn't it, eh? Yeah, there we go. And I'm just going to pull this over. Kind of blows my mind to think that there was like a time before the Move It mod. And it took, I don't know what it was. I literally was a holdout. Some of my friends just jumped in right away. There's a veteran name, but Azili. She was like on my case. She was like, yo, why didn't you have Move It mod yet? And I was like, I don't know. I don't need the Move It mod, man. What do you really need this for? Like, I can move my own stuff, right? She gave me like a 2-second tutorial when she was streaming one day, and I was like, oh my god, yo, how am I not using this? What a crazy time, eh? Just the game. So old, so good. Never been better. Okay, before you keep going more overboard with this, let's start throwing in some of the warehouses. Because these look beautiful, and they will occupy the spots, I think, a bit better than some of the factory buildings would right now. Yeah, so this could be another road coming in. Sorry guys, my computer seems to be having a little bit of a hiccup here the more I move the game around. Getting to that point. I don't even want to say it out loud, but I feel like some of the components in my computer are starting to show a little bit of their age. Because I notice that when I'm doing these like deeply modded things now, the game sometimes just is like, give me a second here, let me catch up. Either that or I need to do like a good reformat of everything. Okay, so that didn't really work the way I wanted it to, but that did. I can pull that down a little further too. Just gotta be careful with the soil here. Apparently you can't do that. See if I can terraform that last little bit away. Otherwise, I might need to move the factory back up, or the thing. Yep. You know, the thing. Okay, terraforming's fixed. And then the dream would be to have each one of these have a close enough factory or a little bit of sharing of a warehouse, sorry, and then they can get all of their goods in and out. And then some of those will arrive by train, some of them will be made outside of the region, some will be made here, and then some will be made, yeah, it's across the highway. So it'll be kind of a cool mix of it all. I'm looking for a bit more garbage assets for pickup. There's some recycling. Just to help occupy some of the spots over here. Waste management is really good industrial vibe to it. Huge asset as well, eh? I feel like there's so many assets that I just completely forget about the size. Actually, that might be kind of cool over here, eh? No, it's too... What are you doing? That's not gonna work. Yeah, I seem to have a lot of problems with scale in this game, and in my mind's eye or something, eh? All right, so maybe we can't use the giant building, unless. Cool. I feel like the key is just to give up. And the game senses that it's defeated you, and it shows you the way. Okay, I'd buy that. And again, good industrial feel to it. You know, it has a nice industrial feel. Not that we need any more power or anything, of course, because of the nuclear power plant that just got put in, but these things here, the geothermals, look fantastic in the waterfront areas. So pull, if we can, that a bit over. Nope. Okay, well, maybe that's not a good spot for it, but I think my point still stands, though. These look great in an industrial setting. Straighten that back out. Okay. Yeah, as suspected, we are calling for more workers. So I wasn't really planning on it, but I feel like we do still have some good momentum with the time here. And we are planning on making this into like a 2-episode endeavor. The construction of the area over here, right? Why don't we just kind of sneak a little road over here and just start a little suburb or something? I mean, super simple. Throw in a school or two. And then we can start this one off with a really good footing by making a bit more of like a bicycle priority. Actually, why don't we use a wider one here? Okay, that's a little bit close though. So I'm going to take that back. I'm going to use the same type of road if I can find it. Looks like a bit of a wider Vanilla Plus road. This might be it. You know what, that's not it, but the two of them are from the same set, so you can see that kind of blended nicely. It's almost like a little coffin in shape right here. Anyway, I just wanted a little bit more space so that when we do put in the intersection, we can allow some more traffic to queue. So we'll sneak this in. And then I think going the other direction is going to be the industrial road that leads to the lumber camp. We kind of have a nice little T intersection here of 3 different types of roads meeting. The great meeting of the minds. And then I think from here, what we're going to want to do is sneak a bike path, and maybe just do a little follow through of some of these roads over this area, and then I think some like bridges and tunnels. So if you do live over here and wanted to bike to work, that'd be kind of a cool start, or like bike to the airport or something. Maybe that's on your list of things you'd love to do. Who am I to judge, right? Who am I to judge? Okay. Honestly, I like going to the airport just to watch stuff. Before I moved, I thoroughly enjoyed that because I worked near the airport. And so I would take the airport service roads, which were a lot of fun just to drive on. And before I worked in the area, I was kind of like nervous. I thought like you had to like be like airport employee or something, but no, you just kind of drive on them, which is cool. So as far as just like a planned suburb goes, let's do a nice little gentle curve of the arterial road coming in. Kind of leaves us open, so if we want to do a T intersection, we could probably do that as well. This could even be a roundabout or something, but I'm just going to do like the gentlest start to a an area here. Just kind of like we're making a little pizza pie or something. And yeah, this is where we meet. And then from here, we keep the lane mathematics going. And then if we wanted to, we could node control this, I think, if I hold shift. There you go. That's a weird offset, the way that's kind of set. We'll have to pull that down the whole way. There you go. Okay. Yeah, I feel like the longer I play this game, the less I'm really concerned about that perfect symmetry. If it looks pretty good, that's good enough. I remember when I was first playing this, though, I'd be up to like 2 in the morning making sure every single thing was spaced properly. And that's how I used to play like SimCity 2000 back in the day. I used to like grid the entire map. And if it didn't quite work out, I'd be like, start again. Okay, pretty straightforward. Just looking to fill in the blocks rather nicely. And this can just be four-way stop. I'm going to use this instead of the traffic president because this gives physical stop signs. You can see them popping in. Whereas traffic president just represents them. And then an asymmetrical road. Yo, for real, guys, if you are in the comments section and you play this game with 64 gigs of RAM, I want you to speak up. What are your thoughts? Is it worth it? Is it silly? Do you tell your friends out of fear? Do you withhold the secret so no one judges you? I got 32 gigs of RAM, and I feel like, yeah, my computer is starting to show its age. I don't know if going to 64 would help kind of spread some of the load around and not, like, bog down the system, but I just don't know if that's really, like, a good solution, though. I also don't really know enough about computers to know if that's, like, a waste, you know what I mean? I do understand that, like, not a lot of games have the ability to use more than 32, but my rationale would be, like, if I've got stuff running in the background that's also using RAM, if I just throw more RAM at the problem, it's more RAM for everyone, right? So the game could use a true 32 instead of just, like, whatever's left over, right? Okay, so this is going to be European suburbia, which means we can just zone this as low density. And then, my goodness, pipes. Let's get that over really quickly here. Okay, pipes. And then we'll throw in some services, and then as this is zoning in, we'll switch over and get the forestry industries DLC area set up. Okay, a little bit of crooked roads here. I think I was just saying that maybe adds a little bit of character though, doesn't it? Also, it doesn't quite bug me the way it used to, but now that we've seen it, we can't unsee it, right? That's better. Okay, so power can also find its way in. What might be a cute way to come over with this? I'm not sure if these are tall enough or not. Kind of hide these a little bit in the infrastructure. Kind of like in plain sight almost. Hidden in plain sight, I guess. Yeah, just throw that down. Yeah, that's pretty appropriate, I think. Not too crazy. Okay, big 4-7, baby. And yeah, some services. I don't know, I suddenly saw that. Please leave me alone. I swear, I don't know. Okay, so a school's coming in here. We'll probably do another gridded road around this to help fill that spot in, and then make a park out of that area too. And then just a little local police station. Clinic would be nice. Hospital might be kind of cool too, actually, having just like one tall building in the spot here. Give these guys a graveyard in a quieter spot. Maybe over here. And I think we're going to throw some more trees in too, just as a barrier as this unfolds. And then yeah, just in case we wanted to go a bit further, let's leave that open-ended. Good news is, like, nothing over here is really set in stone, so we don't have to be too committed to too many angles here. Okay, cool. And then yeah, I think this like being filled out as like a park or something might look really nice. Kind of zigzag this road through here. Actually, that's not a bad thought. Local traffic only, of course, right? So not a lot of drivers on that. And then that gives us the chance to get one more little road through here. And that is a cute little neighborhood, I think. And then we can keep that a bit more, yeah, build a bit further out kind of thing. There you go. A little more use of the hillside too. Okay, well, let's slap down some more services. We just got a high school, so a public school might be next on the list here. And this one would be cool with a little park next to it. Just throw a playground. Playground with like a basketball court. I enjoy basketball at any age. Oh, it's a tennis court. We got bamboozled. Tennis, enjoy that even at a young age too. Why the heck not, right? And then maybe a bit more park stuff. Oh, there's a basketball court too. My goodness, my mind was just playing tricks on me. It's both. Okay, so that moves into there. That's fine. Services. We can also put in. That's very morbid, eh? Like the elder care right next to the hospital, or the cemetery. Here, let's just put this here. The whole circle of life. No, I mentioned this before. My thought process, I love having these together because there are different places in the world where they have the elderly run the daycares. And that's such a cute, fun thing, right? And then the buildings look nice. We'll keep all that together. And because we're going for like some community vibes over here, I think a school, or not school, sorry, a library would be really nice as well. Perfect. A little walkway. A bit of zoning, but I'm gonna discourage that now. Actually, I lied. These guys can stay as homes. Very lucky people there. Okay, so the suburb is coming together. We could use some more school-style stuff over here. I don't know if we're far enough out to warrant something like this. But there's a chance we could swing for the fences here and just do something like really, really cool. Like a high school with like an oversized running track is part of it. That might feel a bit more like real, in air quotes. I don't know about you guys, man, but I had like a supersized track at my my school. So much so, so many words here. So much so that yeah, the next school over, they would come and practice on our field. Okay, just push that down slightly. That can disappear into the hillside. Now, we do have to compete with a lot of traffic. That is the only thing about the stadiums. So we'll see if this ends up staying enabled. It probably is fine in the grand scheme of it all. By the way, I love how this is like an episode of like building a cargo area, and here we are just like shaping this outstandingly beautiful suburb out of nowhere. Because, you know, just cargo port things, right? All right. Now this is for the workers. It's for our worker bees. We love them very much. They do hard work, and we give them a beautiful spot to hang out in. Okay, so a little bit of shopping along, in air quotes, the busier section, which is the commercial fun zone down here. Cool, cool. A little bit of high density zoning in this part in here. So we're going to just end that off. That's a weird abrupt song switch right there. And that can maybe help occupy that middle spot a bit better. And then you can be high density. A little bit of wall-to-wall low density zoning here. Fill this in. Lose some of these trees, unfortunately. Never fear, the tree allocation project is here. Let's go. Perfect. And we'll copy. That's a nice little set. Double that up so it doesn't look too deja vu. Okay. And then I wanted some more trees on the back part here. There you go. Oh, this is cool. All right, now what's really fun too is you're getting a lot more use out of the intersection. Lanes are nice. This is going to sneak into industrial spot. The fact that this is a 3-point intersection here, not the 4-way, will be a lot better for the timing of the lights. If we also wanted to, we could try to do, well, actually there's no need. I was gonna say like a 6-laner to get some extra turning lanes, but we can just use the traffic president magic for that. You know, this also would have been a suitable spot, I think, for a roundabout. Oh, by the way, since I have it running, I meant to do this last time. I feel like the slope is a little nuts, eh? You know? So what I want to do is, what is this guy here? I keep forgetting the name. This network multi-tool. One of the greatest things out there, right? So we can grab, right, this node here. I don't want to do underground mode. What was that giving me problems with? Slope, slope, slope. That's what I want. Gotta learn how to use this, right? Where's my slope? There it is. So set the slope. So let's click on that node. And then we're going to click on this node. And you can see the gradage in between. Oh, Jesus. Okay, okay. I understand. So we're going to press enter and it's going to smooth it all out. Holy hot dog. That made things so much worse. Oh, no. Wait a minute. Is that really how it's supposed to be? So this should be sunken, that means. Oh. Oh, no, dear. Oh, my God. Yeah, that... Oh, boy. You know what we could do? I mean, let's do it. This will just be kind of like our secret, right? Not really. Oh, my God. I'm not really in favor of just kind of like blindly undoing what we did last episode, but I feel like if that really is the slope, why don't we work within that? That's a little much. I'm with you there. So this is probably where we enter back into the ground. And I think what's going to end up happening is... Oh, these guys aren't connected. Oh, I understand. You need a back road. I gotcha. Good thing we came back here. Yeah, I think we're going to do a sunken station through here now. I'm going to pull that closer. Well, it's an episode of all over the place stuff, isn't it now? Cool. Get our trees back in. Now, oh gosh. I think I should put the metro in first before I try to mess with this stop here. And then I wonder, I don't want to displace too many people, but I wonder if there's one of the sunken assets that might look nice over in this spot. Yeah, Sunken Island Metro. Can we get that into here? Yeah, it looks like it. It's gonna be the exact same spot, eh? Okay. So my plan, just so I don't bork the metro here, is I'm gonna connect the rails in the where they're gonna come out, overlap it all with Anarchy, and then drag the path, the route. That's the word. My God, drag the route over, and then we'll hopefully fix it that way. So in like this, and then it'll be borked, but it'll be connected, and then I should just be able to grab this and then pull it to here. Cool. Line did not get ruined. Excellent. We delete this now. It's a really good looking station. I like that one a lot. We'll use it probably elsewhere at some point. Okay, there's our connection, looking pretty darn sharp if you do ask me. Stretch that so it's a nice long boy. Move these guys down a bit. Possibly reslope this little section. There you go. And that means you are going to be a bit taller. It's all coming together now. It's all coming together here. Let's raise that. Not quite. Not quite. There we go. And then we're just going to double check the clearance when a train runs through. Okay, just try to keep an eye on time here too, because I do want to get the industrial zone started for the forestry. We're just all over the place. What a pleasant surprise, finding out how terrible the slope. I'm sure you guys in the comment section are letting me know, of course. So hopefully someone has made your day by coming back and readdressing this. Don't worry, you can send me all your, or just, you know, Imperial Jedi, just with a J, right? Firstborn child, it's okay. Go right ahead. All right, so we pulled this back over to where the other spot was. We have a bit more room now for some trees and some buildings. And Bob is your uncle once again. Not that he ever wasn't. All right, press play. Watch that train figure out its life. Okay, what are you gonna do here, pal? I don't even know. This is a weird one. Oh, how'd you break the save? Oh, I don't want to talk about it. No, this makes me worried. Okay. Okay. Well, he's gone to Narnia. Now, just making sure you can get through here, okay. We do have a little bit of a jump happening here, which means we can fix that with the node controller. Let's switch over to some Surviving Mars just to wrap things up. Okay, so I feel like that's pretty darn close in terms of clearance rate, so just a pinch more. And then we'll lower the tunnel itself as well. Perfect. Okay, what other stuff can we get distracted with on the way back? Yeah, that's nice for clearance. And then, you know, I think like mission is still accomplished here. In terms of like trying to save some money, we do have part of the metro be above ground, not below ground the entire way. So we probably saved like 100 Gs at least. And we threw that right back into terraforming. And all the, no, I'm just joking. I think we did a good job here. So I'm happy with that. That's an interesting rework. I'm going to throw some more trees in here to kind of hide some of the weirdness with the soil. Trees. Copy. Make sure we don't have the anarchy running. Cover that back up. Yo, and you know these guys are so much happier too. Now they don't have to deal with metro noise. Okay, there you go. And then, do we have the time to do a convincing start over here? Oh, what happened? What happened? You didn't get power. I don't think we need any, but it would be kind of fun to have some offices as like a little bit of a downtown core, in air quotes. So by that logic, a little bit more high density in here, and then bring it on back down. There you go, just hide a bit more into there. Now that should be enough to fill in the power needs, and I don't know, man, this is kind of getting iffy, eh, with the old traffic. Okay, so you're coming in that way. And then you guys will have the chance to move over. I have an idea for this. Have them make up their mind for the right lane sooner, and then we'll give people the option to turn with both lanes, and like that. There you go. And then if they do wanted to switch lanes here, I'm going to make this into a stretch node. There you go. And that way if they do lane change, it'll be a lot smoother. Yeah, there's the traffic fixed already. Perfect. And then this comes in, scales down. And then I think at the start of the next episode, we're going to have to come in and take a look right away at the warehouses, because I didn't really finish those. I want to throw a bit more down, but I'd like to see what we're producing first, and maybe do a proper inventory tally on like what's still around. Okay, scale that down to a dirt road. And we're going to throw some production assets over here. So the logs come in from the trees. They make their way over to some sawmills over here. Let's make this into a district. It's just crazy how time gets away from you. I always feel like you have so much of it. And I do encourage you guys to come to the live streams if you enjoy the longer form stuff. Especially on a Sunday, we stream pretty long for Skylines. Holly Industries, very cute. Holly trees. And I'm slowly getting back into the YouTubes. It's a tough grind, man. Tough grind. I always find it easier just to stream. And I feel like nothing wrong with streaming on YouTube. I just, fell into streaming on Twitch a lot many moons ago before YouTube was even like an option. And I just enjoyed it over there, right? Yeah, people working on like sub-streaks and that kind of stuff. And it's cool just being in like, two different worlds, right? But I'd be curious to see like what a stream would be like if ever I did one on YouTube. Who knows? Alright, so there's the start of our forestry sector. And we'll just get some of these guys going down here. So some tree plantations. Where are my roads at? Okay, so the steepness is a no bueno there. So that means on the inside. Great, there you are. And if I could change these to be, any pines? No, not really, eh? Better than nothing, though. Bring the water in. And I think we'll overlap some of our trees as well. And then as far as power goes, let's get these little skinny power lines coming through. And then same old song and dance, but it's a one that works, so we'll throw in a little junction box kind of vibe. And then I think we're just going to connect these two together. There you go. There you go. Get the power going. But guys, let's wrap this up here. There's so much more to do, but this is a good breaking point here. Just getting started with the industry. This is starting to get some residents working in there. It's coming together, boys. Coming together. Still a lot of symbols we have to deal with, but I think some steps in the right direction. Now, the budget's gone a little bit downhill too. We're super rich, but if we can figure out some more of these supply chains, we'll be making beaucoup d'argent with the exports. So let's try to work on that too. Fill more of this in, and I'm really happy with that came in just as a forestry option instead of the regular zoned industry. Less polluters, keep the green trees, keep the waterfront looking clean. We got some boats, we got some action, we got some cars, we got it all. And this is, where did this just come from? This beautiful little spot, eh? Yeah, still a bit more work to do. But I'll see you guys in the next episode. Drop me a comment. And then, of course, my goodness, can we just look at this one more time? What a nice little random improvement, eh? I think this is much better. I think so. I think we had a fun experience with the last one, but we can still see the metro trains coming in, which I think is a plus. Wherever they are. And yeah, no, it's a really cool vibe. Very happy with this so far. And it's good to see this all used. That road coming in, it also fixed some of the problems, so all the good stuff. Okay, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Oh, I saw a metro for a split second. There it was. There it was. All right, guys, drop me a comment. I'll see you again. Happy building. Take care of yourself. Stay hydrated, too. Go ahead and grab a glass of water. It's good for you. All right, guys, see you again.